I was so sad. I had to do this video again because there was um, Vietnamese music was playing in the background. So I hope that you like the uh, uh, the tweet that she messaged me, right? Because I asked her a question, how to what does she do, how she set the high goal or whatever. Um, Today I'll be reading you or from her, right? Reading your feels of dream, right? Whatever your dream may be, I don't think that you should wait or wonder things to happen, right? You make it happen. Because ultimately, if you're in the end of your life and you not have accomplished, you have not been fulfilled your dream, then I guess that it died with you. You know, every your hopes and dreams, and whether you're born to become a writer, a chef, a musician, or an artist, it died with you because you didn't do it. We're all creators, but sometimes we act like a victim. Not sometimes, most of the time, we act like a victim that we can't change the circumstance. I think that we have to change the way we look the situation. It isn't that so many people are looking in the wrong direction of life. The dream that you once had, I want you to have the courage to stand up for what you believe in. Stand up for what you stand for your dreams. Because your dream makes you feel alive. It makes you get out of bed at in the morning and to do it one more time. Because I'm telling you, life is strange. Life will knock you down and you feel like you can't get back up again because it was so hard that you want to you don't want to do it. That's too many of the feelings of the people in life. You know, I saw the post yesterday. People say life sucks because it's your thought that keeps you there. It's because you are facing circumstances that there are many people who have disadvantage in life, and somehow that they have all this tragedy, disadvantage, everything that you take for granted. Most people take for granted, and yet somehow they find achievement, find fulfillment, find happiness, despite of the thing that were given to you. So today I'll be giving you the 3 steps to building your field of dreams by Mary Morrissery, a great book that I highly recommend. Um, so I'm going to read you the 3 steps to acquire to achieve it. So the first step is igniting your desire. The second step is setting your dreams. And then the third one is failure, finding meaning in the defeated dream. So I'm going to read you this so it can inspire you to go out into the world. Or you don't have to go out. You can use video platform, audio platform, and social medias and audio. You can create your dream of your own, meaning that we have to understand that in anything in life you want, technology make it possible for you to create dream, whether it's YouTube videos, where Twitter or social media platforms. Because right now, too many of us are underutilizing social media, YouTube platform to reach to heights. Because YouTube, too many people don't understand how YouTube works. Too many people upload the video, but they don't understand how to use the title. Because YouTube is a search engine, and you have the title. Uh, People type whatever they want. For me, I just type whatever I want because see the thing is, I have an advantage that most people don't understand is I understand how YouTube works. That's why I can do I know that some people disagree, but I can choose to put a video that I don't want to get searched. I just want to do what because I do the content for me and for others, yes, but also I do content that is searchable for others to watch. Now, I believe that any dream is possible, but it's this: are you willing to work on your dream while nobody is supporting your dream? Are you willing to believe in your dream while nobody else is believing? Are you willing to stand up for your dream while everybody says that you cannot do it? Because I'm going to tell you, people are going to come out and tell you that you can't do, be, or have. But there are people who you keep on going. You will meet along the way. You will attract along the way people who support your dream, who are like-minded like you, and they bring you up to new heights. So let's read it. You can build your own field of dream. You're a farmer. The field of is your life. The earth is available to anyone who is willing to plant. We grow a crop of life through the thoughts we hold. We all have access to our inner voice, but it's not one of reason or logic. Our inner voice is one of guidance. Your inner guidance may not make any sense to anyone else in the world, but it can help you recognize and nurture the thoughts that will produce your dream. These thoughts are seeds given to us from God in infinite number. We choose which thoughts to plant and how we care for them. We may nurture these seeds with water and delight in their spread, but we may neglect them or entirely and let the land turn fallow. When you begin to plant, you do not know exactly how your field will look when it is fully grown. Yet, when you believe, you continue to nurture the earth even while it remains bare. Faith tells you that something you cannot see yet growing. As your field begins to materialize out of the dirt, you awaken the power that contained in your very hand by virtue of having planted. You're woken to the existence of the highest creative power, realizing that when you allow God will to work through your life, your harvest will be far greater than anything you dare to imagine on your own. Building your field of dream changes your life in three essence ways. First, you come to recognize the deep desire of your heart. Second, you live through the break through limiting, self-delimiting thoughts into a realm where the impossible become possible. Finally, you come to realize that no one's dream is as great as the person you become for having remained true to it. The crop you harvest may be magnificent. The soul emerges through the process of your dream building is more so. So the second one I like because I have achieved a dream that seemed impossible for many or for me. For the longest I can remember, I wanted to interview successful people, people who I admire, people who I love their message and I want to help solve people's problem and pain point. And last year, too many people, I think that when I say it was my best year, and then they say, "Oh, it was your best year," and and then people think that it was my best year. But what they think of best year was what they think it was, it was all happy and great, and I didn't have struggle. No, that's not the reason why I said it was my best year. My best year, last year was because I had struggle, because I had challenges I have overcome, and that challenges and belief system that I had, I overcome it by because I didn't know how to do it, and I didn't know most of the stuff that I know now. And I have to overcome the rejection, the thing that people say couldn't be done. I have naysayers come out of the work and say, "Who are you to interview authors? They're famous." And in my mind, it's like, you can live your whole life thinking like that, and you will never be able to achieve what you want to achieve. And I will not let people tell me that it cannot be done. It can be done. I already destroyed the myth that authors and best-selling authors, CEOs, or celebrity aren't God, but people put on them a pedestal and then they never try to reach out to the author. So it's because they have hard life. Look, we all struggle. I struggle. Too many people don't understand. I have fear. You have fear. But despite of I have fear, I face it head on. I think that too many people don't have the courage or the tenacity, because you have to, when you're trying to move toward your dream, you have to have at least the tenacity, the audacity to go after it. But too many people sit on the sideline. Why are you going to sit on the sideline? You're not there just to sit on the sideline. And too many people aren't, they believe that they aren't the star. Well, You are the star. You're the director of your life. You write your script. You tell the way you want to create by the month, the way that you direct your thoughts. Your thoughts are a script. The director, the movie, everything you control with your thought. You can redirect it. You can be an extra on a sideline. It's your thought. It is your thought that create. It's the thought that you script out the story. It is the thought. It is the thought that create a plot scene, or create a scene that you can become a star, right? And in my mind, I am the hero of my story. What that is I am living my dream to endeavor to create it by becoming a hero in my story. I direct my thoughts, I write my script, and I live that script, and I breathe it. And that's how most of the interviews that I do, I take the action. And nobody want to hear it because they don't understand that you have to put forth the work. You have to put forth, you have to do your part and let the universe support you. But the universe will not support you if you don't do your part first, right? And you have to believe. To the process of building your dream so much. To begin to build your dream, you must first ignite it with an idea from the void of nothingness, and that it catches spark, setting off the creative process. As creation is described in the Gospel of John, in the beginning was the Word. The Word is the idea that you plant in the rich, creative soil of your mind, intending to grow it into the life of which you dream, but not just any idea will do. The ideas that can grow great dream most often come to us from deep yearning stirring in our soul. We are bombarded with so much information that few of us have truly developed the skills of soul sensing. If we long for a more fulfillment life experience, we may need to bring the soul yearning to the surface and identify. You may not have pinpointed your dream, or you may have so many hopes and desires you feel overwhelmed by the idea of selecting the most important. Perhaps you feel bad because you're not content with life. It does not matter. To move into the first phase of dream building, all your inner rumblings must be brought into light where you can examine them. For many of us, the moment we feel the stirring of a restlessness, yearning, and longing for something better in life, we shut those feelings down. Down those feelings. We don't know how to dream, or we dream too small, ask too little. We have so many beliefs that say we shouldn't have what we don't deserve. We focus on a lack of education or money, or imposing heavily limits on ourselves. The creative power of the universe doesn't have any room to operate and set free that hidden part of ourselves that is chanting the bit. I could have let my lack of education from living my dream. I do have an education, but it's not formal education. It's self-education. I educate myself to read, through learning online, because I don't let not going to school stop me from educating myself to understand, because we live in a world that information is at our fingertips. We can just go and search any information we want, but we have to apply. For plan for us, but we need to harness our energy in a positive way. And we need to partake in that plan. Discontent while direction breed nothing but crumbling or numbling. At times we have all been bitter about painful void in our lives, but we cannot identify the cavity. We can complain, we can become sour. We settle for a life of mediocrity, living only a proportion of what's possible. We are so quick to listen to others who criticize our yearning that we shut them off. Many of us who recognize that we discontent still fall into this trap. World difference between wanting and wanting. If you shut off your yearning, you grow numb. Many of us have lived lives paralyzed by unexplored yearning. How alive do you feel in your body, in your relationship, in your work? If you're feeling restless, that feeling could be God's voice speaking to you, saying, I got more for you. Don't settle. Don't live a little life. There's so much more of you to experience. Don't settle. Respect the feeling inside you that nudging you toward a greater experience. This God's greatest gift, your life speaking to you. Your inefficient reps and reps, creating divine spark that will ignite your desire into a potent idea. Much, much more than you know. Creator has endowed you with beauty, wonder, and unlimited potential for expression. As you notice your deep yearning, your true desire, your touching dawn power. I yearn that one way to bring my greatest longing to the surface is to notice how lost they make me feel. If my desire says that even if I whirl away from the reality, just talk about the desire, bring forth an energy. Alright, now we will read choosing, um, deciding on a dream. The first thing Warren did was hand me a pamphlet containing the teaching of Ernest Fox. It was called The Mental Equivalent. She pointed to the passage that read, "That is a great book. Whatever into your life is but a material expression of some belief in your own mind, the kind of body you have, the kind of home you have, the kind of work you do, the kind of people you meet are all conditioned by and correspond to the deepest mental concept you hold." Have you ever looked in the paper and seen a notice from a bank that is attempting to locate and keep long lost client, someone who has money in the account? The person either forgot about their account or never knew it existed, but either way, no one has come forward to claim the money. The funds just sit there collecting interest until they ultimately transfer to the state. The same is true of our lives. Many of us go through life not realizing we have a key to a rich account that at any time we can reach in and draw from the currency of life to guide and move us to our dream. Creation gold mine is in you. The key is the deliberate intention. Whatever you dream may be this time identified. If you cannot define your desire, it can never become a reality. Setting an intention means declaring a purpose, starting with your thoughts in Genesis, which means the beginning of the creation. We learned that everything originated from thought. In the beginning, there was the Word. God resolved, fulfilled the emptiness. God has specific purpose. God did not begin, let there be light. Whatever God said, let there be light. God intended light, and light came to be. God intended earth. God intended waters. God intended you and me. We were created in the image and the likeness of God. We are holograms, if you will. So the power of the present, the energy is within you and me. The energy of God, as life is within each of us. You have divine identity as co-created with God, the source of all energy. Life. The greatest control you have in your life is the power to direct the thoughts that help your dream to take form. We are all always constructing the fabric of life with our thoughts. You do not exercise that control. The fabric of your life becomes flimsy. For instance, you say, I want something, but I don't know what. I will leave it to God to decide. You're foolish. You're not setting an intention. You must be willing to take responsibility for your wishes and desires. You want to make them real. If you merely wish for a greater life, but do not specifically channel your energy chanting that life future, the life force moving through you has no definite direction. How can God assist you in a dream that you have no specific? Identify the life you would like to be living as the best you can see from where you're standing. Everything created in the world of form was first identified in the mind, and everything you see was an idea, a blueprint in the mind. And through the power of intention became a pattern. That pattern evolved into something that now we can touch, see, taste, feel, or experience. You can create continually with your thoughts. You can create basically the same life with very little different over and over again, year after year. You can experience the same life but literally with little different color to it. A slightly altered intention, or you can co-create with God moving confidently in the direction of your dreams. Whatever thoughts you are holding, do any of those thoughts clutter your mind and prevent you from setting a firm attention for your dream. Clearing your mind isn't always easy. What is called the cluttering mind is jumping monkey. You're thinking all the time. At any given time, you're running through myriads of thoughts, perhaps about what happened before, what's going in later. Whether you're hot, whether you're cold, that awful thing so-and-so said about you. Thoughts may run at race at 100 miles an hour, yet you can learn to either tether and claim your mind. Just because a thought enters your awareness doesn't mean you have to nurture it with your attention. Direct your attention. The chatting mind undermine your attention by distracting you from your dream. You can clear your mind much the same way you take a photograph. First, you focus, concentrate on the detailed picture of what you want to develop. You can move towards your dream without knowing what you want to move towards. You can take care to use the proper light so that your final picture is not obscured by shadow. You beam light as energy into dream. You direct all your attention toward capturing a fleeting image and turning it into something lasting. Help yourself focus by moving closer to your target. Even the best lens can't pinpoint an image a million miles away. Once you learn to focus your mind in this way, what you begin to see through the lens of your life becomes startlingly clear. The mental debris fall away. When you hold an intention, you direct your energy. You do not constantly intend your dream to become real. You are constantly intent that something else will take form. Your very natural direct energy. We make countless choices every single day based on our attention. Deciding what to eat, what to wear, or what to pay the bills instead of water bill impact our life in a ways large and small. Emotion, relationship, home, career, every part of your life springs forth from attention. We will all experience all these aspects of life, but how we rhythms in our hands, co-create with God. The only thing we totally control is our thoughts. We think, the thought we nurture. As we nurture the thought, culture through action, we reap a crop our life. Letting your intention create priority. Your priority are how you order the decision you make, the way you decide how to use your resource. If you're going to grow a garden, you design it first in your mind. You don't just toss a bunch of seeds over your shoulder and hope for the best. If you love sweet corn, you space the rows in a manner that allows you the stalk to be cross-pollinated. If you intend to make spaghetti sauce, leave it plenty of room for tomatoes and basil. Now let's talk about this, right? The idea that most people have is the energy that they have directed in their life. And that idea that become who they are is the ideas and the noises and opinions of other people, idea of how they should live their life, and how it control and behave, and they create the life and the future they have created. It's based upon the idea turning into energy, and that energy become the life force that become materialized in front of them, and they become a victim. But the thing is, we don't understand how powerful we is. We can channel or not channel, or we can harness an idea that we have, turn it into our mind, plant it in our mind, and water it every single day, and then turn it into a frequency, and then we can direct our life and let we can materialize in the physical form we call manifestation. We have that energy, but it's up to us to direct that energy. Now, I like this chapter. When I read it yesterday, it was very inspiring. Failure, finding meaning in the defeated dream. The thing we call failure is not in falling down, it's staying down. Every one of us has known failure. Write a draft technical journals while fantasizing about the power surprise would be entrepreneurs spend years toiling for others, waiting for the moment to strike out on their own. Sometimes that moment never comes. Talent chef open their own restaurant only to see them close within a year. Musicians compose jingles. Every athlete wants to play first strings, run the marathon, or win the gold, but few do. Lovers pour their heart into a relationship only to watch it disintegrate. Nurturing couple go childless. Loving single who desire partnership find that those relationships continue to elude them. Suppose you attempt to follow all these steps in this book, fulfilling your dream. You invest time, energy, your very soul through faith and hard work. You overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles and pull yourself out of each ditch along the path. You master your fears and forgive those who have wronged you, recognizing that behind every unskilled behavior lies a hurting human being. And you visualize yourself in that wedding dress or receiving that trophy so often that it feels real, but supposed to reality never comes to pass. What then? Of any step in dream building, the most difficult one to accept and work through is failure. And yet failure is frequently an eternal part of achieving a greater dream. In fact, all people who spend their life building a great dream have known great disappointment. If what you desire cannot come into being for whatever reason, then something great is trying to happen into your life, regardless of how the circumstances may appear. In any dream, large or small, there may come to a point at which you attempt to give up. You've done the best you know how, and sincerely devote your heart and energy to create a reality that just doesn't quite materialize. This is a crucial crossroad in your dream building. If you reach the point of diminishing return, this is the time my former husband and I kept coming on land suited to meet our needs, you may be better off pursuing another dream. On the other hand, you do not want to stop just short of the miracle. What can happen help your decisions to re-examination and reaffirmation of the belief and desire that brought you this far. This involves three challenges. Ask yourself, am I giving up on the dream too early? Am I seeing my situation the greatest perspective? Do I need to retest my dream? Am I giving up on my dream too early? There are moments in all great dreamers live lives when they don't know whether to abandon or endure. When you reach that confusing point, pray this prayer. If this dream is for any, my highest good, increase my passion for it and show me a way. If this dream will not benefit myself or others, redirect me. This is or something better. The phrase "this or something better" is my way of acknowledging my co-creation with God. As co-creators, we shape the thinking that molds our dream into the highest good we can perceive in a given moment. At the same time, we can recognize that our own perception of the highest good is limited. God, however, knows all. If I say it's what I want or nothing at all, I'm unable to access direction from my creation limitless knowing. If I were traveling along a windy coastal road, would I not want someone in a helicopter to radio me direction about lives beyond the next bend? And so, as we proceed toward our dream, we pray for, believe in, and work richly in the direction of our dream. It does not come to pass, but we must know God has something better in store for us. God knows what we cannot. If God wills greater good for us than the one we're pursuing, we let ourselves redirect open to the grace of God. This or something better are the final words to each of many prayers. When we come to really know our Creator, we recognize that God's will is for our greatest good, even when we cannot fully comprehend the meaning just yet. While I'm pursuing conflicts with the greater good, then I really don't want it. If there's nothing greater than God's will, and I want nothing else. So it's a great book. Along the path, I realized there will be a disappointment. Successful people know great disappointment. I have. Along my journey, I pursue my dream of interviewing authors. And sometimes these interviews don't go through most of the time. And it hurts. It made me sad. I felt like I tried everything I could, and I believe the message. I believe that it could help other people relieve their pain, and it can help inspire others, and it can help them smile, and it can help other people smile. But I get slammed. I get rejection or no because I have low subscriber count and low views. But it's okay. I stand where I plant my dream, and so it will come. If that doesn't happen, so there will be many others. And I continue to go through the pain, the disappointment, regardless of what they did, regardless of the disappointment that I have. Because it makes me better, it makes me not bitter, it makes me believe in myself more. It makes me believe that I can turn my dream into a reality based upon because I persist, because I do what is necessary and I don't wait for the circumstances to show up. I take the necessary action to get it to show up because I believe in my mission. They've forgotten who they were. Most people forgotten that we have a power, a source that aids us. We have to trust in the process, trust in me. But it's you, ultimately, you got to do your part so well that you know this. And I hope that you like this video, and I hope that you don't wait for circumstances to happen. You make it happen. Don't wait for your dream to happen. Too many people sit on the sideline saying, I'll wait for that. Don't wait. Visualize, write down goals, take the action. Subscribe to my channel, like me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. I hope that you like it. Bye-bye.